So, hello, my name is Shawami. Welcome to my first YouTube video on the channel YouTube Luther. Today we're gonna learn how to make I'm gonna show you how to make a game on this website called Cons Construct. So first, you click on register. If you already have a username, if you already have an account, please log in. You put in your username, your password, your email address. You agree to the first two, but these two are optional. After, you will have to make a username. My username is Warmaker. I chose it because I can. After, once you get it, you should get a profile, and you will get notifications and all that stuff if you chose the recommended. You can click launch construct 3. You choose the guided tour. You take the guided tour since you're a beginner. You go to welcome to make a platform tour. You click a new project. Since you don't need any to change the project settings, just click create. This is a very open map with lots of possibilities at your choice. So first we're gonna create the player. Double click to make something like anything, and you double click the sprite option. You click somewhere, and this isn't gonna happen after the tutorial. Since this is a tutorial, you would have to grab the pig and slide it over. You now can close the editor, type in player, and everything should get a name just in case when you go into the event heat, which you'll see later, you can figure it out and it won't be such a mess. So since this player can't do anything, adding behaviors or directions would be a great way to start. So you click behaviors over here, and then you add a new behavior. Since this player is going to be a platformer, we're going to click the platformer. And since we always want to have it in our view, we click scroll to. Now well done. Now we've done two of our platform, of our behaviors or directions. Now, we close the behaviors dialog so we can add a floor, or else it can't platform. Now we drag and drop this brick, and we close the editor. Now we've added a floor. Now there's one more thing we need to do so the player can actually stand on it and not fall through the floor. We go to behaviors, but this time for the brick, you click add new behavior. You double click on the solid, and now we're done closing down with our directions or behaviors. You can close that behaviors tab. Good job. Now we have a player with a floor, so now let's do some level design. We also need some other ones so they can jump to, or else it wouldn't be a really good platformer if you wanted to play this. So let's start adding. My favorite pattern, the up and down. After this, I'm going to make an actual game that is playable. You'll see it later. Now let's test it out. Okay, up, down. And I failed. Okay, we'll do it later. Once we've closed it, let's add some more. So instead of one way, two way. And remember to click Control and drag, or else you can't duplicate it. That's the only way to duplicate, because I haven't mentioned it yet. So you can copy and paste. And you could also do this if you want to zoom in on something. For some reason, the boxes for the actual thing are very high. So you should probably just make it small so it won't take up a lot of your space. After you finish customizing, you click done. Now we'll try the game again and hopefully I don't fall. Okay, so far so good. Oh, I can't even get out of here. Oh, whatever. Hi. So once we close the preview window, you click next. Let's add something for him to pick up, and we also have to fix that level thingy that because we could not get out in or out of, which was pretty embarrassing, to be honest. So now we double click to make a sprite. We're gonna make, guess what? A tomato. I know tomato might not be your favorite fruit. It isn't mine. I might even put it at one of my least favorite. But you're kind of forced to do it. So you can drag them all around the map. But we're just gonna stick with one. You'll see why later. Since I can't really delete it right now, we'll delete it later. Now there's one more thing to add. Let's add the keyboard. You'll see why. So in the event sheet, now we'll go to the event sheet, and this is where you'll see. So this is kind of like what you'll actually does, the margin, aka what you're gonna use, what that's gonna do, condition, and the action, what happens. So player collides or comes in contact or touches each other. You click tomato, then you click done. Now you add the tomato, double click to pick the option. Since we want it to disappear like a collecting game, we'll click that. So we'll add some finishing touches. You know how it like moves. Well, let me just stick to that, to the keyboard thing. So you click the keyboard. So now you click on key pressed. You click it and you click left arrow. You might be a WASD or IJKL if you're good like that, or a up down left right type of guy, but or gal, but you don't you have to stick with, and the winner for this is up down left right. So you kind of have to use the arrows instead of WASD or IJKL, but you have to use the arrows. So you have to use the left arrow key. Now you click OK. Now you click done. Player, since we want it to be mirrored so it can face the other way, you stay with it. Don't click the drop box. Don't change anything or else it's gonna look pretty weird. Click down to finish adding. And now we have to make it the right arrow. I wouldn't really do anything because it already faces that way and it already looks like that. So click done. We add the player. We will set it to mirror. Now, I know you've been urging to click this. Now you click the down drop arrow thing and you click not mirrored. Click done to finish your action. Now we finish. Now it will collect tomatoes. And we'll jump. Now I have to get back up here because I want to, then I'll ask why. I can't go up there, so we'll go down here. Oh, now, guys, guess what? Now we can climb up in. Ah! Congratulations on finishing this tutorial. Now, as I said, we are gonna make a game. So first, let me just um finish it. I know you guys might be wondering, why did you delete the last tomato? It was the last one you had. I can just go here and bring it in like that. So I want to make it so that you can collect a key with a jump pad and be able to unlock a door. Doesn't that seem more fun than collecting a tomato? And we both know it's more fun. So let's start. So first, you'll need to make the rims, orange. Wow, this one's way more small than it mostly is. Like before, it was like way bigger, and I'm talking like big, big. So now we'll make it brown, like what most stools look like. A little mix up there, don't worry, the patch has been patched. So now it's a complete door. You guys might think, oh, it's a door. Great job, Luther. Well, I mean, or Shoemi. That's my actual name. Luther is what my friends call me, and my American name. Or Shoemi is my African name. An African American, by the way. So now there is a doorknob that is added to our door. It kind of makes sense now, right? But first, we'll have to make a locked door. You guys are wondering, why don't you just duplicate it and add that to it? But then you'd be wrong because guess what? It kind of applies for the exact same thing. So that's why you can't do it. It is a smart idea though, but I have tested it. And I learned from my mistake. So yeah. And I don't want you guys to make that same mistake too. So now I'm gonna add the lock. Now it's starting to look like a locked door. For some reason, size is a whole different type in this especially when you're doing editing. It's honestly crazy. So now we're gonna make the actual door that is not locked and is free to use. So first let's make the lines. Oh my god, that is crooked. Now let's make the ding ding ding. So now well, if you're watching this, this is my first video ever. Yeah. Which you got lucky to watch. Because I'm gonna put this on unlisted so it won't come out in a while. So yeah. And now we have a locked and an unlocked. So basically how I make them the same and look equal, well not entirely equal, is I do this and I widen it so it looks a little bit taller and kind of looks like it. So now that we have an unlocked door and a locked door, how do we unlock a door? I know, by using a key. So let's make a key. So first we make the big circle. Actually, no, we do that part last. Because the drawings overlap each other, so it gets pretty annoying. And like, see how it overlapped those two because it was drawn earlier? Just how like layouts, and that works. So we'll put the key over here, and you're like, or so wait a minute, you can't even reach there playing the actual game. Well, don't worry, folks. We are going to add a jump pad. Yay, yay, yay. I know. I use my intellectual brain power. I used all of it on that one sentence. I don't think anyone has ever thought of it before. Might be wondering where I got the jump pad word from. I don't know, but I made the greatest thing in history. Tell me that's not crooked. It's crooked. Don't say anything. So now we have a jump pad. And you're like, you didn't use animations. And I'm like, I don't want to use animations, and that's not my problem. So, yeah. So now, the final thing we have to add in this game is you win, to let them know that you win. Right? So smart, right? I know. My intellectual brain power is overflow today. So this is the input where we got the keyboard. So if you want to use touchscreen, if you're using an iPad, touch is what you'd use. If you're only using mouse, mouse is what you'll use. Gamepad. You probably get it already, right? Because you guys are super smart. And now you're especially super smart for watching this video. Also, there's 3 ways to make the text. You double click on the text that says text, you click this text, or you click the 3 dots. So we're gonna put you win. I cannot say this word correctly. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Let's make it big. Now, 225. I'd make it entirely red. And 225. Now it's yellow. But now we do this. You win. You see how good it is? My intellectual brain power is overflow right now. So we'll put player visible. This will be invisible. You could use more than 1 action or more than 2 actions for the player thing. I know it might be insane, but my intellectual brain power, it knew this all along. See how there's another one? So let's see if there's anything else we need to remove. I don't see anything, and I'm pretty sure you don't too. So let's just make this one the player go slightly below. Let's put the key over here. Now, where is the key? We'll see why I need to do all of this wacky stuff. So now let's get into the real fun. Player in collision with key. Key will be destroyed. Or don't think you can hide. Destroyed. And this will become visible. Locked door will become invisible. Just to make sure they set it, wait, never mind. So now, if the player collides with the unlocked door, let's make it so that the player that's destroyed, the UN and the text becomes visible. And am I forgetting something? Oh yeah, the jump pad. And if the jump pad then collision, oh wait. If the player is in collision with him, with the jump pad, player have to go all the way down. Its position will be 100, 1,102, and 143. That's so. Oh my God. And this game looks like a success. But if you're gonna add a jump pad, you might as well add spikes. And spikes are fun. So we're gonna add them. Oh, now we're adding spike. Make it small. This. Make it a little smaller. So they won't trip on grass and go. Which path will you take? The easy path or the hard path? Choose wisely. Yeah, I wouldn't do it right there. Now you would be wrong. Now, event sheet. If player is collides with my spikes. 1 second. Wait, where are you right now? Okay. The reason why I'm not destroying him entirely into oblivion is because then people would have to exile, come back, exile, come back, exile, come back. And that's pretty annoying. You have to admit that is annoying. So, and if you think I'm gonna be testing it, oh ho ho ho. Merry Christmas. I'm not gonna be testing it. My brother is gonna be testing it. But first, we have to take a quick check to see if it works good. So now we're just gonna take a preview. Let's see. I restarted. Oh my God. Yeah, I'll have to fix that too. We'll do it together. Yeah. Oof. Why? Yeah, I forgot to tell you I added some invisible spikes. Ooh. You saw how clean that was. Ooh. Ooh. I did it! Wait, I have to check something. I don't even think I saw the doors. Ooh. Parkour master. I died again. These invisible spikes are actually killing. No, but really they are. I have to get people might say this game is rigged on account to how big these spikes are. And I'm not talking about like their actual size. Because then I'd be able to bypass this easily. Yeah. Come on. Yes! Clean! What happened to the Oh, I guess we have to jump into nothingness. Oh, I won. And that's that. So now let me introduce you to my collaboration partner, the one who just joined today in our first video, Misa-ama. Hola. Oh, Misa. So today, Misa here is going to be joining us in this game, and he's going to be playing this game. So let's just get into it. There's going to be invisible spikes that are going to make you very mad. Like very, very mad. But first, we are going to make another sprite for the ground. So if me going to do a moonwalk on the table. So right now he's doing the moonwalk for reasons we cannot tell you because we honestly don't know. I went practicing a moonwalk. I know that. We finally got one reason. So now we go here. So if player is on collision with invisible spiky, player literally invisible will set. We're not doing oof because we have to make sure they go back to their roots. I wanted to have their little box attached. It's sound fact. Oof. Okay, anyway. So now he's gonna test it out in 3, 2, 1. Okay, now take your seat and play. Let's go. Oh my god. You know I used the letter keys. This is his worst enemy. He hates arrow keys. And the invisible spikes are about to chop him up like some cooked. So let's just go down here. Oh, he's cooked. You can't even pass him there because it's like this spike that box team. I know. Dude. He's going in such a bad direction. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's like I'm saving the loser. No, that's not I'm saving the loser. I'm gonna say is there an atmosphere on this spike? Actually, there is. There's atmospheres on all of the spikes. What the fudge? Hey, no saying fudge. Fine. But okay, let me just get you past the first part. Okay. Can you just tell me where the invisible spikes are? I can't tell you where they are because I honestly don't know where they are. Oh, that's how we do it. We jump over here.
I'm over here. Jump.
You don't understand the graphics of time, space, and math.
I know space more than anyone want to do.
You don't know well, you don't know more than God or
the creator
or
of space and time. Of course, I don't know more than him. He's literally the creator of the universe.
Anyway,
how would I know more than him?
Because you said you know more than anyone.
Yeah.
God is also human.
Invisible, someone that's actually visible. With a human eyes.
God is technically visible.
And God, the human mind.
I've gotten farther than him, so we're gonna be like going in and out attempts. So this is my attempt. Misa,
I'm so dead.
let him cook. Let's.
I felt like that was fought.
Hey, not count because Misa was moving. So now, now this one will count.
Okay.
I don't want to hear it. I've gone further distance. So.
And then I went farther.
And you went down into the.
And then I went farther than you.
Then you went farther than
I was able to get you over there somehow.
No, you didn't.
I was.
I got you over there. Now let's see who goes farther. What happened? The atmosphere is so cooked.
The atmosphere is making me scared.
So. Anyway, I'm gonna go back and cook meat for Misa since he doesn't know how to play this game.
Wait, was it a teleportation pad?
Jump pad.
God, you definitely.
No, I did.
What about the apples?
Oh, there's no apples in this one. So,
let me try to bond. Let me try to do it.
So now we've finished the that we lost. It was a very hard match. Misa, come and look at the atmosphere. I think he's upset he lost. That happens sometimes. So basically, this is the end of the presentation I have for today. Thank you for watching YouTube Luther, and we're gonna post more. And have a great night. And well, have a great day or night. Have a great gaming day. Bye bye.